Clarence.
Good morning.
How you doing? Can we get a fine?
Fine for what? Yeah, he should be fine. I tell you, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm done getting fined. Okay. So.
Clarence Hill, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Heard after the game you talked about the thought processes of why you don't play your starters or not back in the preseason. This is probably the third preseason where he doesn't play. Can you just talk about that philosophy? And did you do that in Green Bay, or it would change in your philosophy?
No, I think it's really from experience. I've done it both ways. I think where your team is, what you think of your team. We feel very strongly about our roster. And I've always looked at roster development from the back forward, because we have a really good understanding of the guys that we have here that have established themselves in the locker room. So this is really the best format for roster development. Then the flip side of it is, and the most important side is, do you have the training available to make sure your team's ready for week one? And I have a lot of confidence in the way we train, in the way we compete against one another out here. So, I mean, to me, is what's the difference between us practicing together as opposed to practicing against another team and not playing your guys. So we've had the chance to practice against other teams the last 2 years. And I feel better about so far what we've been able to accomplish out here against each other. So that's part of it. So I'm all about the training, and the preparation is a critical part of how these first 4 or 5 games go each and every year in this league. September football is different. We recognize that. We feel our plan is very good to make sure we're ready to go against the Giants. But this format here, and the video this morning was really, really good, just to hear some of the younger players' comments. And it's always that way. You have a chance to talk through situations, and it's because you don't always have all the information when the game's over. So, but we definitely had an opportunity to grow from Saturday's contest and today. So that's why we'll have the mock game here, and we'll just go through the corrections of it.
Mike, Todd Archer with ESPN. You mentioned you have 2 big-time practices on Tuesday and Wednesday. What changes about the tenor of those that's different from the first 7 padded practices?
I'm just feeding off of you guys. You guys always say our practices and pads are big time, so we want to have 2 more, media big time practices. So no, we just wanted, we want the competition level to be clean, obviously, and safe as you always do in this practice structure. But it's this will be our last chance to really train at this level out here in Oxnard. Because when we get back next week, we'll be in night practices indoors, and so there's a little different tone to that goes on once you get back there. So just really trying to maximize our opportunity out here.
Do you have updates on Malik Jefferson and Deshaun Wright?
Nothing to really concrete to give you right now. I think Malik is, I think he has a chance for this week. Deshaun, he'd be hard pressed to go this week.
Turpin, I thought you said he might not return kicks, but he did return a kick. Just your thought process there and what happened.
Yeah, I mean, the goal was for him to, really fair catch it, just to get out there and handle the ball and so forth. And then I think his competitive juices took over, obviously. And then the result was definitely not what we were looking for. But yeah, we'll do the same this week. I still want him to handle the football, but yeah, I want to look at the other guys returning the ball.
How do you think he looked offensively?
But he's going to return it this week. Yeah. Guys asked to make scheme questions.
Yeah. Overall, when you saw the tape, how you think he looked offensively the time you had him out there?
He definitely, there's some things you can learn from. I mean, it's just like anything. There's details at every position, especially in the passing game. I thought he had a big catch there on that 4th down. But he just got details work, and that's why he's in there too. So, actually what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to start moving some of these guys around, have them playing different positions. So just, we want to challenge them Tuesday and Wednesday.
Head coach Patrick Walker, DallasCowboys.com. Going into the first preseason game, a lot of praise has been given to guys like DeMarion, Overshown, Deuce Vaughn, and just the rookie class in general as far as how they've been performing. What did you take away from their performance in particular, Deuce, in a month?
Well, I agree with it. I think those guys, they made big plays, and they played the right way. I think the biggest thing, and we talked about it before the game and again today in the correction period, you have to get started. You have to get your pace of operation. I thought the offense really, for the first week, was really good. For communication between the quarterbacks and the command of the huddle and all those things. Defense obviously, handling the calls and that type of stuff. But both those guys, made plays. It's this game in the NFL is about big play production. We were, on the short end big time, and we lost the big play battle. I mean, the way we had it, they had 24, we had 12, we were minus 12. But those two guys, they definitely factored in positive plays for us.
Nick Harris, DallasCowboys.com. Matt Farniok, Brock Hoffman, Austin Richards, they all got some valuable reps on Saturday. What do you like from the offensive line as a whole?
Well, the experience, number one. I think we had, and I'm not into this kind of evaluation, but it is the facts. I mean, we're a player or two away from early, probably winning 10-0 as opposed to being down 7-0. So, and that's the beauty of what today is. You look at the things that went, the plays that went against us, and 99% of them come down to just trusting your fundamentals, trusting your technique, and then and then I think after that initial first quarter, I thought they settled in and played some really good football.
Haley Sutton, also DallasCowboys.com. Mike, last year the theme of the team was resilience. Have you had an opportunity to have a theme for this year's team, and if so, why did you choose whatever?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely have a theme for this year, but it won't be presented until Labor Day, so we'll let you know. Maybe even get you a T-shirt. So.
Mike, you said after the game you wanted to watch some of the line play and things. What did you make of Mozzie's performance? What did you come out of that?
I thought he did some really, powerful things there in the A gaps, which I'm looking for, and the anchor, because when, it's been obvious when him and Hank are in the game, in there together, it's different. Your run defense is definitely a little different. So, but I think Mozzie would fall in that category of a young player. That was his first NFL game. He had some ups and downs in there, but when he does it right, is that my walk-off song, or can you still hear me? Yeah. So, but yeah, I thought he did some really nice things. Yeah, I thought Malik had some, I go to the first play, we made a big emphasis on protection, and that showed up for both those guys. I thought they did some nice things there. Rico did some really nice things. He had a kickoff return. Obviously the play that he has there that, potentially would have been a touchdown, ended up being a fumble. I mean, he's going to protect the ball there. I mean, that's clear cut. But I like the way they played in the new emphasis of what we're trying to do, and I think really the illustration of the backs touching the ball 31 times is a reflection of that. So I thought they ran the ball the right way, but we had 10 passes go to the back. So their ability to protection first, check down awareness. I thought we got off to a good start there.
Back to Mozzie. I know you talk about offensive linemen might be a little bit behind just because they don't get the work.
Yeah.
The same be said for D linemen at times, especially with Mozzie just trying to get a rhythm.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think you have enough time in the trenches. I mean, that's and that's something you have to factor into your training. Yeah, so absolutely. I mean, we'll double up on the run drills like we have been all through camp. We're doing twice as much in those early periods, this year than we've done the last 2 years. So that that's definitely an emphasis for us. We know people when they look at our defense, it's they're going to challenge our run defense. They don't want to play all day against our pass rush. And it's been like that. It was really evident last year. You look at the games that people were able to run the ball on us early. That's going to be the blueprint of how you play against our defense. So obviously our run defense is an primary emphasis because we win there. It puts us in a position, as I would say, play a little bit downhill with our pass rush. And our ability to go get the football in the secondary. So yeah, that you know, we'll do the best we can. You know, just get as much time on it while we're out here at Oxnard.
Coach Arnold Payne, WFAA-TV. How did the play caller grade out on Saturday?
You know, he's got work to do. I mean, he's, you know, had a couple things. You actually just watched it with the quarterbacks. You know, I'm always very upfront about a call, you know, that you'd like to have back, or, you know, the thought process. Because, you know, a lot of times you get in those spots, particularly situational football, there's always two calls you discuss, you know, and so just working through the mechanics. I think the biggest thing is really just us being on the same page and what we call PCP, you know, play caller's purpose on each call. And you know, the quarterback group has done a really, really good job with the extra time that they've put in, and just, you know, just to get that connection. So I thought we got off to a good start there. I mean, we didn't really have any hiccups in communication, but, you know, our focus really more, we talked about a lot yesterday, is the staff. So, you know, we need to be better next week too.
Junior Fehoko, do you expect him to go this week or possibly?
I hope so. Yeah, I'm hoping to get him back. Good. All right, thank you.
Thank you.